This is Gabriel Blythe, broadcasting on all frequencies to any and all survivors. I am in the Salt Lake area. Week 43 post-event. Almost a year since everything went sideways. Isn't it strange how used to it we all get? Redefining our lives over an obstacle. Not right away, mind you. I remember checking my pocket for my phone every few hours and remembering who's on social right now, you know? And after a while, I stopped carrying it around with me and then stopped charging it at all. And now it sits next to my cot, and eventually, unless things change really quick, it's probably just gonna go in the trash.
You should hold on to it.
Oh. Hey, RQ. How are you doing?
I know you are doing your radio thing. I didn't mean to interrupt. If you want me to leave, I can.
You are under no obligation to stay, but you do not have to leave. Whatever you are comfortable with. Hey, thanks for listening to me the other day. Sometimes when I get caught up in my own feelings, I don't think about the words. So you listening to me about why this is important to me was helpful. Especially after I had some space and time to process and all that.
I mean, we all have our hobbies.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Eyes looking real loud. I can tell you want to ask me something by that half smirk you do.
I do? I mean, yeah, I want to ask you something, but the smirk thing? No one's ever pointed that out to me before.
I'll pretend to be surprised. I get that you feel this is important and all. I don't really see it, but hey, you do you. I guess I should apologize. Especially you, random creep who is listening. I blew up. That's on me. When you walk for so long with no one human to talk to, then Gabriel pops up and it's non-stop gabfest for a few weeks. Well, there wasn't really an adjustment period. Especially when he says stuff like, there was only blackness and birds. Then there's a chance the whole world is listening? I don't need my dirty laundry out there like that.
That's totally fair.
Can I ask you some questions? I mean, maybe someone is stuck inside and they only have a crank radio, and they look forward to your broadcast every week. They clearly are sticking around for that voice of yours.
I don't know about that. But if it's something to focus on while we wait out this terror of a world, I will happily provide my mediocre timber of a voice. You can ask all the questions you want.
Don't get too excited. I'm not looking for the Gabriel life story.
You sure? It is a good one.
Ooh. Pass. You do realize how risky it is to stay here, right? Like, you say go to the college to be found. The radio setup is here, but also you live here. You're asking for people to come find you on your broadcast. In reality, you're asking for people to ambush you.
Yeah, you make some valid points.
Point. Singular. I do have a list.
At first, I went to this local radio station. It was a bit of a walk from the stadium, which was where I was first trying to meet up with potential survivors. Then I decided that the college would be a little bit more central, and they also had a decent radio setup. I just had to rotate, this dial there and cross that cable and same ones at the other station, and made my life a lot easier.
Well, you are an idiot. I'm not joking.
No, I didn't think you were. I just thought I've missed this criticism. Someone to call me out, and, well, when I was alone, it's kind of hard to convince yourself that your plan is anything but genius. Don't get me wrong, great ideas can be made alone, but their improvement is by the people around you, especially when someone thinks so differently from you.
Better.
But to save a little... Yeah. But to save a little face and prove I'm not that dumb, I never said this was where I was sleeping. Not until you did the other day.
Ah, shit, my bad. I mean, poo, my bad.
Thank
you. I forgot you don't use the big boy swears. Besides, it's not like it would have taken long for someone with ill intentions to figure you out. Camp out a few days in advance and watch where you are coming and going. Doesn't take a genius. Hell, anyone who's seen a heist movie in the past 2 decades.
And this is why I need another voice. Because I would have never thought of that. You have proven, RQ, it's a good thing I'm pretty.
Oh, honey.
Sidestepping that absolute blow and destruction to my confidence. I appreciate you telling me that there are flaws in my thinking. I can work on that. I can. We can find a place that works better for us, distanced or close by, but, as you have stated, that's a conversation for off-air.
Look at that. This old dog can be taught.
Again, thank you. Legitimately.
Thanking me for calling you out? A girl could get used to that. All right. Stop shouting at me.
What?
You get one question.
Oh, so gracious!
But you have to answer it in kind.
Telling people about me? I never.
I could leave. I could leave just now. Let you continue this solo session you're going on.
Okay. I've had my fun. So I feel like I should start with, a basic question. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a few more questions. The world has so much to learn about Raven Queen. Are you from Utah?
No. What? You asked if I was from Utah? I said no. If you wanted more info, you should have asked a better question.
Ah. I didn't know you knew the ways of true pedantry.
Your turn.
Oh, yeah. Born here. Utah's been my home for, all my life. And since I am happy to share, I moved around the northern part of the state, what we locally would call the Valley, with my sisters and my mom. She was an engineer of sorts, and we moved around a lot. Worked freelance, and she took us everywhere. She taught me everything I know.
All those books in your room must be pretty blank.
You know what I mean. I started doing similar work for a while, but I did do some jobs for data stuff, and I stayed there ever since, and kept me here in Utah.
Have you ever left? Utah, that is.
Does this question go both ways?
Listen to me. There's your answer.
Fair. I have left Utah, yeah. A few vacations here and there. A few work trips to get data from the source. Boring stuff.
Where have you traveled to?
Places.
I've created a monster.
I have learned from the best. Let's wrap this up. We can go look for a few places, see the parks, see what great schools are nearby. Since you told everyone where we are sleeping at night.
You're welcome.
Survivor, if you are out there, I hope this was a nice break from what we are dealing with right now. I'll still be on the college building roof tomorrow. The days are short right now, but don't worry. We'll get to those warm days soon. I'll be listening for a response, and know that you aren't alone, and you don't have to be. Stay safe, and good luck.
Do you always end it like that? So saccharine.
How would you end it?
Just turn it off.
Well, we can give people hope and comfort. It doesn't cost anything to be nice.
There's always a cost.